That's tomorrow, and that is it for us today. And we will leave you with a. I can't do it. We'll do it live.
Okay.
We'll do it live. Fuck it.
Yo, we back. You know who it is. It's us. I'm not even giving no introductions no more. You know who it is. We here today to do a breakdown of Carter Bryant. Ivory, is this one of you guys? I'm just trying to.
Oh yeah. Actually, it is.
Right. So, Arizona guard Carter Bryant. This is Ivory 6. This is his 6th pick. We just, hey, you know what? We about to get Lala to get an Ivory tracker. we need a tracker up here. But listen, y'all asked for this. Y'all asked for Carter to be one of the people whose film we reviewed, and you know what I'm saying. It just so happened we like Santa Claus, bro. We got gifts for each and all of y'all. Before we get started, I'm not about to do no strength and weaknesses. We can through the film. Anybody a fan of Carter Bryant? Tell me why.
I'm a big fan. Again, he's 6'7". I will say, along with Colin Murray Boyles and probably Thomas Sorber, can make a case for the best defensive prospect in the draft. He has like a 7-foot wingspan. He plays a lot like a Tamani Kamara. Can be a elite point of attack defender. He's good 3-point shooter. I think he shot high 30% from 3. So a high end 3-and-D type guy. Which you can never have too many of those.
All right. What about anybody else?
I support all the light skinned players. I'm light skinned, he light skinned. Like Halliburton about to probably be in the finals. So aside from that, yeah, man, let's break down the brothers film, man.
Let's do it. Oh shit, hold up. My bad. I'm moving on without y'all. Y'all couldn't even see the film.
Let's see.
Without further ado, we have Carter Bryant.
Okay. Kind of look like Scottie Pippen a little bit.
Oh, hold on, man.
Oh, wait. Stop. Hold on. Hold the fuck on.
Hey, yo.
Hold the fuck on. Wait.
Yo.
Time the fuck out. This the same. This not the dude, huh? Is this the dude?
Hey, bro. This
dog. Oh, I feel played.
Hold on, man. Hold on.
We got him, ladies and gentlemen. We got him.
Hold on, bro. This the right video?
Yeah, bro. Look, they just say he a little raw offensively, bro. That's it.
6 points a game, bro.
Yeah.
This nigga got salmonella.
Look, wait till I get to these comps though. We got Jeff Green. Okay.
Uncle Jeff.
Okay.
Yeah. We got Trevor Ariza.
Okay.
Trey Murphy.
Wait, who?
Wait, let me finish. Hold on. Kelly Oubre and Kevin Knox. There you go.
Hold on,
bro. None of those players are nothing alike.
This is what I'm trying to understand. How the fuck you get to that, right? Those comps with a person averaging 6 points a game.
I guess
like how you even
look forward when they're trying to look forward of who he is when he maxes out. Those are the
don't look
players
forward. Don't look forward, bro.
All right.
Stay where we at. Like, don't look.
Hey, yo, hold on. The number one indicator of shooting is free throw shooting. This motherfucker shoot 68%. How is you getting? All right, maybe. All right, let's get a brother a chance because maybe I'm tripping. 19 minutes a game. Okay.
So he shot 37% from 3. What is 2.8? He shot 2.8 threes a game.
That got to be his total attempts a game, huh? Because he averaging. Yo, hold
He
on.
averaged 4 field goals a game. Come on.
Oh man.
All right, bro. All right.
Oh man.
About to be like watching.
Who is that? Is this Daddy Jelly Bean? Because what kind of shit is this? go ahead.
He going to Portland, dog. You can bank it.
Oh yeah, he going to Portland, OKC.
We about to watch offense first, but I don't even understand why this offense.
That's gonna be a short clip.
I don't know why this is 6 minutes.
Why is this that long? Yeah.
All right, man. Come on, let's get this over with.
Shit about to be a short. YouTube short. But go ahead. Oh, they missed the alley.
Okay.
Oh,
Trevor Ariza is probably the best comp that I've seen.
He looks stronger than Trevor, but I can see that Trevor was like 3-and-D guy.
And Trevor didn't get that shot until, bro, we talking years down the line.
Yeah, was it the Rockets?
It took him a couple teams. It took him a couple teams before he found. I think because he was with the Lakers for the first time.
Yeah,
I think was when that shit really started to happen. Then the Rockets and shit. But it took him a little bit.
Shot look decent, bro.
Oh man, you know who I see? I see a tall Avery Johnson.
The point guard?
I'm saying it just because how you shooting the ball. That's the only thing I'm basing it off.
When I shoot the ball,
I don't like nobody play with that wristband either. I think that forearm band, that's disrespectful to me. But I don't know, dog. I think this is a second round prospect.
He's going lottery,
bro.
Okay.
In this draft, but hold on. What do we count lottery? Do we count 14 as like lottery?
Yeah.
I mean, it is,
okay.
right?
Yeah.
I can see that. I wouldn't be mad at that in this draft, especially with his where he's at defensively. If you picking later in the draft or later in the lottery, you probably have like a solid team. If you picking 19th, you made the playoffs. So I can see that. I'm
gonna be honest, though. Everything I'm watching right now don't look like a player that has no offensive game at all. But I gotta watch more AZ games to see did he choose not to shoot the ball? Did he just not get a bunch of opportunities?
I mean,
he
got Caleb Love is one of his guards. I mean, Caleb go find him.
Did he start?
Yes, he did.
Okay, he started.
Because I'm saying he only took 4 shots a game, bro. I'm like,
what I'm trying to understand is he don't average buku. He averaged 1 assist and 1 turnover. So it ain't like he passing the ball like crazy.
So what the fuck was he doing?
Yeah, why you out there?
Like, what were you doing?
he must be. How many steals he average a game? Maybe he's just a hellified defender.
So I don't want to shoot.
Oh, well.
How many rebounds? Oh, I got a good question. How many rebounds does he average? I think it was 4, right?
Let's see.
And y'all said like 20 minutes?
Yeah, 19 minutes.
19 minutes a game. I mean, that
4 rebounds a game.
Hey, bro, look. I'm gonna just tell y'all right now. I'm not drafting him with my 7th pick. I'm not doing it.
See, to me, he strike. See, these things are impossible to predict, right? But you can have a pretty good idea. He strikes me as a person you put in the game if you down 3-0 in a series. Like, fuck it can't hurt. Like, because I'm trying to understand, like, you really ain't do nothing on the court in 19 minutes. You got 6. You averaging 6, 4, and 1 turnover. The shot don't look bad, but at the free throw line, you shooting 60-something% as a wing.
Can we look and see, because he clearly was not, like, he did not seem to have a great role in the offense, right? They did not build anything. They clearly did not build anything around him. Lito, you mentioned Caleb Love, which I believe was their leading scorer. So who was some of their other scorers? I mean, because Rob Dillingham went much higher than Antonio Reeves, and Antonio Reeves led Kentucky in scoring. You know what I'm saying? So, but Rob Dillingham may average 6 points a game, but and not
Okay.
So
wait, Chris, hold on.
Yeah.
The more I watch him play, the more questions I have because I honestly, his game don't look as raw as his stats say they are.
It don't, and that's what's confusing to me. I would expect like a broken jumper, like dudes that average 6 points a game don't shoot pull up mid range jumpers, bro. They don't. They don't even have that in their bag. So as he said, I just did what I was asked to do. Coach asked me to do this, and I was held back. But he don't look like he really don't look like a 6 point per game guy. But
so that leads. Yes, now I have other questions about him.
I got some questions too. I got a couple questions too. I feel like this man lying about his age. Like this is one of them things. I'm just like, come on, bro. Like I feel like something not right. So, like math, like this the math don't make sense. Cause I'm like, how in the fuck? Who you blackmailing? Right? For like looking at him, he strikes me as a 4 in the NBA.
Yeah.
Just because of his size, and he don't have like, he's not super explosive, but he strikes me as like, a tweener type. But what I'm trying to understand is why is PJ Washington in the lottery and like going as high as like 3rd and 4th and 5th potentially, averaging 6 points? This would be the biggest scandal in NBA history if this happens. Wait, hold on. Wait, man, something not right, man.
All right, so everything that I'm reading is pointing to him having, and it's obvious again that he had a minimal role. Okay.
6 points? 19 minutes?
6 points?
Yes. I mean, he had a minimal role, but I'm looking at this article here.
Oh no, indeed, Lord.
No,
indeed, Lord.
No.
Who I said PJ Tucker?
You said PJ Washington.
Oh, I'm gonna say PJ Tucker. Because he ain't fucking with PJ Washington. I said PJ Tucker. Oh, I he'll play making.
Pass the ball.
He averaged 1 assist a game. No, what the fuck? This is wild. Clearly, I'm speaking out of ignorance because this is my second time watching film on this guy, and I'm seeing the same things. I'm just like, I don't get it, but I don't know.
That was a good pass. I got questions now because now I'm like,
Ivory, what you think? Okay. He ain't gonna pass it. Oh well, of course he is. Hey.
Ivory, what I'm missing, bro? Like
he looked like he in the wrong generation.
Yeah. I have a good friend that's really close to Carter Bryant, and initially when he said he was going to stand a draft, like we had a severe disagreement about that being a wise choice.
A severe disagreement.
Check it out. But check it out.
That's a hell of a way to frame it. Go ahead.
I was a politician.
We came to blows behind that.
He goes to the combine and like his measurables, he shot it well. I mean, he passed the eye test, like, and so he are where we are now. Like it's not adding up. Like so. I'm hearing he's skyrocketing up people draft boards. I'm just as perplexed as you all.
He must have started at 60. If he's skyrocketing up like because there aren't in this draft in particular, there aren't many selections you can make, and even in the later lottery, for people to really question you and be like, oh, why'd you do that? This would really have people kind of like, what the fuck? Because I don't see anything he's doing like especially well that's like
nothing
above average.
He got a 39-inch vert though.
I think the best compliment you can give him is that he should translate.
Mm-hmm.
You should talk yourself into the fact that he should be a rotational player on a winning basketball team. Like if he's a decent shooter, these kind of guys that he's a 3 or 4 or 2 can guard multiple positions. These are the kind of guys that would play for OKC. You know what I mean? Like
Yes.
these are the kind of guys that would play for Boston. These are the kind of guys that would, when you look at some of the winning teams, Minnesota would have a team will have a guy like this on the floor. Like he should make money at the next level. But the question you're gonna get caught up with is, well, what is that worth? Because I couldn't tell you what his ceiling is. I mean, I think there's more to be discovered here, obviously, but you damn sure not draft him at 7. But is he a lottery pick?
No.
Is he is he as
I
good
think he's going to
defensively?
end up in the lottery.
Is he as
He
good
probably
defensively
is.
as Stanley Johnson?
No.
He's bigger than Stanley
Yeah,
physically.
Yeah.
Okay.
And
Enough. Enough.
Sorry, God.
Like,
wait, Lito, what's the problem, bro? Go into
What you think, Lito?
all right. I just read a stat about this man. In AAU basketball, Nike EYBL camp, he averaged 9 points a game. In AAU basketball, hey, bro.
He's never averaged double digits.
Bro, I need to see some high school stats or something. Like I'm
high school. He was a scorer.
What is good?
Big
What is
time
okay?
scorer.
So what is happening?
He was a 5-star prospect.
Did he get hurt or something?
No.
Fuck.
No.
I'm confused.
We
bro.
need to get Arizona. We need to talk. Okay, because I mean I understand I can see what a scout would look at and say, like, we need this dude in our program. This dude looks like at worst, he's a part of your rotation. I can talk myself into him being in my rotation day one. But again, like there's so many questions in regards to why he only averaged 6 points with some of the things that I'm seeing. Like you gotta tell me more about the Arizona program. You have to tell me more about what was happening to where his role was so limited. But I mean, because you would think if you're an athlete, I mean, fuck, even in college, 20 points, to 20 minutes a night, you should be able to find a couple extra buckets just off athleticism alone. No,
he looked like he should spend 5 years in college.
Honestly,
he looked like a quintessential college rotational guy, key guy on a championship college team, that, might get a look or two in the NBA. But I'm not saying anything.
hey, bro.
So check it out. I just pulled up like some of his a couple of his high school games where some of his games where he's still out.
Mm-hmm.
One game he had 40 points, 23 rebounds, 11 blocks, and 6 steals in one game. Another game he had 32 points and 24 rebounds in a game. And he almost had a quadruple double, and that was his junior year.
Where's he from originally?
I want to say Cali, if I'm not mistaken.
He went to. I know he transferred to Centennial. He went to Sage High School and transferred.
Sage Hill.
Yeah, to Centennial his senior year.
That makes it even more confusing because I'm trying to understand: is it I don't give a fuck how much the offense not catered toward you, or they not like 6 points is crazy. 1 assist is even crazier, and 4 rebounds is like, but it's crazy because it's like, what else you got to do? Like, all you really got to do is rebound and pass the ball. So I ain't never seen a drop off like that from high school to college, unless the competition in high school was just weird.
Tell you one thing, this motherfucker can defend his ass off.
Yeah,
I'm gonna tell you that right now. I didn't watch 3 or 4. Like he's impacted some of these clips in almost every fucking way you can impact the play defensively.
He gonna
So
finish games after 5 for some
that's
teams.
what the allure is. If he was 6'5", we wouldn't be having this discussion. But
Yeah, he gonna finish some games after 5. How tall is he again? Obviously, he's 6'7".
6'8".
Oh, he's 6'8". Okay, well, yeah,
Mhm.
he definitely gonna finish some games after 5, at the small 5.
Yeah. So
Somebody like that, all they need is a corner 3.
There you go. And I mean, he wasn't. What? How many threes you say he shot a game in college, Lito?
Was it 2?
So he started 5 games.
He only
In
started
college?
5 games.
Mm-hmm.
That makes
Well,
sense.
then there you go. There you go.
Yeah,
There you go. If he's okay.
My question now is, did he start 5 games because they saw the same tape we saw, and they was like, oh wait, did he start 5 games because the starting lineup was just so cold that they're like, well, we really don't need you starting because ain't enough pass shots to go around.
Hey,
but if he coming off the bench, he should have had plenty of opportunity to score.
See, this is my thing. That's what I'm saying. He got out of high school and it was like he didn't give a fuck. There's no way you playing EYBL and you averaging 9 points a game and you putting up 40 and 23 in high school. You playing AAU basketball essentially with the best players on the planet and you averaging 9 points a game. Nah, son, I don't want him nowhere around me. He an underachiever.
I gotta ask you, not to pry. What was the severity of the disagreement about? Was it him not being him not being like NBA ready, or was it just like?
I thought he should have definitely went back to school prior to the combine.
Okay.
And actually his friend, who also is good friends with his agent, like we had a we had a 3-way call and we discussed that, and lo and behold, because I saw what you guys see, the numbers, but again, man, I'm telling you, I'm hearing that he has a great chance to go in the lottery now.
Bro,
so
you need to abolish the whole lottery now.
To your point, though, I'm looking at Trey Murphy's college stats.
Mm-hmm.
When Trey was a freshman, mm-hmm. Trey averaged about 8 points a game on 20 minutes a night. He started about 2
at Rice.
2 of them at Rice. Right now, it's the big difference between playing at Rice and Arizona. Yeah. But I could see how, from your point, Ivory, bro, stay in school, stay an extra year, or to get those numbers up a little bit with your frame and athleticism. If you can show, if it's simply, you were kind of coddled a little bit, or you were, you had the training wheels on you. Well, give it at least one more year to show what you could do. Because, I mean, I got to look at some other. I'm sure that if we pulled up enough forwards, enough guards that played around that same amount of minutes, and they only played 1 year, we could probably find some other guys. 6 points a game is crazy, but
y'all see any like Patrick Williams in this game or?
Nah.
God,
don't put that on.
I was saying that just because I'm like, well,
Patrick Williams grasping for straws, like,
yeah.
So look, man, I just found a Reddit post. Shout out to Toronto, the Toronto Raptors fan base, man. So this dude has a comment. He says, "Where did this Carter Bryant hype come from?" He says he's got extremely low production. Extremely low volume with everything. 104 3-pointers attempted for the season. 22 attempts at the rim for the season. Only 4 being self-created. He missed all of them. 1.6 free throw attempts for the season, 69%. He played less than 20 minutes a game off the bench. Gets significantly worse with the higher usage. He can't dribble or attack a closeout. Has never shown any type of dominance going back to EYBL.
It's fair to say, now this is just someone's opinion in the latter half, but the numbers are the numbers. But everything else, okay, go ahead, my bad.
Yes. No, you good. Has never shown any type of dominance going back to EYBL. I literally just fucking said that. With the issues of more usage equals worse play going back that far, I like he so then he finishes off by saying I like him and made a couple posts about him as a as an option at 39, and I think he's deserving of mid-late first round talks. But lottery top 10, that would be a massive fumble of a top 10 pick. All right, man.
Chaz, I'm gonna tell you who else who loves him.
Who that?
Sam Vecini is a huge fan. Huge.
See, Ivory, you said, I think in the first show we did earlier today, that this is the kind of draft that's going to get people fired or promoted.
Mm-hmm.
This is the kind of pick that does, that has that kind of situation unravel. Because if Carter Bryant flops, there's going to be someone that goes after him that is really good. It happens every year, right? Someone talks himself into someone like this, and this Carter Bryant ain't the only one where people fall in love with the potential or what they think they see, or low volume players. He wouldn't be the first one. It'd be like drafting a high school guy in some respects. But if he works, it'll look really good. It's just a matter of where you take him. And that's why I think of somebody like Portland or San Antonio that have nothing to fucking lose where they're drafting at.
I'm trying to see what like the growth expectation is, because even from a scoring standpoint, I'm like, the only way I can see somebody like that is somebody saying, all right, look, this guy is who we're going to build our defense around. And like in football, that makes sense. Or in basketball, it's a center. But I'm like, I'm going to
tell you who I think, Chaz.
Who that?
I think you can probably there's some differences, but I would say somebody like Aaron Gordon.
Which Aaron Gordon?
This Aaron Gordon, not Orlando Aaron Gordon.
Okay.
The Aaron Gordon that's been in Denver. If everything goes right, I see somebody like that.
Is he you say he's got 39 vertical, so he's an athletic guy. See, the only thing with that though is I think Aaron Gordon was picked fourth by Orlando.
Yeah.
Aaron Gordon was like this really talented offensive player who kind of like humbled himself and took a back seat. And now he's like in the best role possible for him. To me, with this guy, it's like you would have to develop so much just to be bad. Like, and that's the thing, kind of like the issue I had with Dyson was like, dog, offensively, you so far away from being bad that it's like it offsets your defense to a degree. So with this guy, I'm like, and he's 19.
Yeah. 6'8".
He's American.
Yeah.
Damn. See, and Arizona ain't like a bullshit school. That's the thing. Like, he was playing for like that's the thing I'm kind of thinking about. I'm like, it's not a bullshit school. So,
but
maybe it's just too early for him to declare.
Maybe because if you average, when I saw 6 points a game, I thought I was going to see a nasty looking jumper. I thought a Michael Kidd Gilchrist kind of jumper. You know what I mean? You know, I thought something like that along those lines. But I didn't see that. And again, like he got to the middle of the floor like 4 times in those clips. That's not something I would expect out of somebody who only averages 6 points a game. So I'm telling you, dog, he is probably one of the more intriguing or controversial fucking selections, depending on where he goes, that you can find in this draft, because nobody can tell you they know. I would be afraid to draft him.
Can y'all listen to this real fast?
Let's hear it.
You made this year, and specifically like the progress you saw with your shooting?
Yeah, I think as this year progressed, I spent a lot of time with TJ Benson and with Rembach. They did a great job at kind of speeding up my shot, allowing me to get my feet down. I think as the season progressed, I got a lot more comfortable in shooting off the move shots and off the dribble shots. I think we saw as the season progressed, I made a lot of big time shots, and I think that's just a testament to my work and my coaching staff and the belief that the coaching staff had on me as well.
And then second part, in high school, you were out for your passing quite a bit. That's something that people who saw you at Arizona don't necessarily have a full appreciation for yet. Talk to me about that part of you.
Yeah, I would say I was out of defense. Passing is one of my favorite things to do on the floor. I think with myself, I try to get to spots where I'm one pass away from everything, and I think just simplifying the game allows me to do that. So not necessarily that I'm the spectacular passer, but I make the game so simple that reads are easy to make. You have to be able to make reads that are repeatable. So I think that's what comes with being a great passer.
Who's your favorite NBA player?
So he's gonna be a lottery pick.
Yeah, he's not getting past OKC at 15.
He's gonna be
100%.
a lottery pick. Like he's
The voice.
he's gonna be.
Who you say his favorite?
Who is their favorite player, Lito?
All time or right now?
Either both.
All time, I'm gonna go Kobe Bryant, Tracy McGrady, and then right now I'm gonna go Devin Booker, Jason Tatum, and Kyrie.
So he said earlier they asked him who was he looking to guard once he got into the NBA. The first person he said was Devin Booker, Jason Tatum. Then he said Kyrie, and then he said Trey Murphy.
Interesting.
Yeah.
I'm so confused. Like I've never been this confused, dog. You know what? The last time I was this confused was Jeremy Sohan. I was just like,
He give me them vibes. That's crazy.
to where I'm like, I just don't get it. Like, and I looked at Arizona's record just now. They were what 24-13. So that's it's not like he was on some incredible team where it's like, well, we ain't got no minutes to open up for you. But even then, it would seem like poor advice unless you just believe in this person's athleticism and his intangibles. It would just seem like such poor advice to advise him to do this, because you could be costing them millions of dollars. Because I don't know.
Let me read y'all this.
Ivory, let me ask you something before you read that. Walk me through, like, when you're prospecting this draft, and you and others have talked about how good next year's draft is, even though we hear that often, but been hearing how good next year's draft can be. If you are a prospect like him, that's not a guard, not a big man, even next year, he won't be a dude. Like, they're not selling out one side of the floor and letting him cook. So he's not going to jump from 6 points a game to 15 points a game, more than likely, right? So if his agent told him you are gonna be a lottery pick, like, how lucrative is that versus him gambling and possibly getting into the top 8 next year? Like, do you think it's worth it for a guy like him, or you think for someone in his shoes, if he hears lottery, even right now, as raw of an offensive player as he is, he got to take it?
Yeah, I think so. There's no guarantees in the future, especially in next year's class. That's a huge gamble. And the way, again, he went to the combine, his measurements, his jumping ability. I'm pretty sure he got some high intel from some scouts. I mean, some administrators on some teams that they're really looking at picking them pretty high. So I wouldn't chance it. Go ahead and come out this year and get paid. But the thing I wanted to read to you guys is Carter Bryant. He ranked 92nd percentile in efficiency at the rim and 95th percentile in block percentage among all high major players. His rim presence on both ends, largely due to his high maximum reach, give him one of the most strongest foundations in the draft this year.
He gonna be a lottery pick. He gonna be good in the NBA.
I can see, but see,
He gonna be good. Like,
the thing is, see, that to me, that's the distinction, right? I can see someone like him being Kenny Hustle and having a long, flourishing career, right? You know, and I can see this guy having defensive versatility, closing games at the 5, etc. But I'm like, see, this is to me. One could say, well, fuck, all you got is upside. You have to you're at the floor right now.
right.
Like, what are you gonna do? Average 5 points? Like, you know what? But at the same time, I'm like, well, if he ends up averaging like 11 points, is that a win for me in the lottery? Like, given his defense, because I would imagine, unless his shot develops even more, it's gonna be kind of tough for him to keep his defensive intensity. And it don't like he's the strongest rebounder. Doesn't look like he has many passing skills or ability. I'm trying to figure out, what am I drafting him to do? Like, that's really my question. He just the defensive ace, switchblade type guy, a Swiss Army knife type guy.
Bro.
Gotta be. I mean, I can't. Yeah, you know what's funny? Ivory, this is probably the first guy out of all of your picks that I actually really like. But I'm more confused on him than I am about any of the other guys. But I can't explain it. I have to watch. Like, this kind of guy you gotta watch full games on, because I can't explain it, but I see what you see.
He gonna be good.
I see it in the film.
He gonna be good.
I don't know where the fuck you draft him at, and I don't know where his career is gonna take him. And the 6 points a game is, and maybe I don't know enough about college basketball, but I see it.
He gonna be good. I can't explain it to you, and I can't. All I can tell you, bro. Look, listen. I'm watching this podcast. What's this dude name, man? Shout out to this dude. His name is Aaron Torres. Aaron did a podcast on May 15th. The title of this podcast is, "Did Tommy Lloyd waste Carter Bryant's talent at Arizona?"
Now we're getting somewhere.
Okay.
Wait till he meets Willie Green.
But this is the thing. The fans, the Arizona fans in the comments are just as confused as we are. You literally got both ends of the spectrum.
Bro, what are you talking about?
Like, Lito, when you title this, like, should the Pelicans draft Carter Bryant, you got to put like 17 question marks. Like,
bro, it's so crazy. They got all right. So this dude says, to Tommy's credit, he started playing him more and more. The game looked way too quick for Carter through January. But you have a point throwing him in the fire. Maybe we have a different season. And yes, all Arizona fans did not want Townsend playing. That was a disgrace. Then you got a dude who says there's a reason he averaged less than 7 points a game and will be exposed in the NBA. He didn't play more because he isn't good enough.
Okay, Chaz, quick question. Knowing what you know right now, let's say you had no choice.
Right.
You got to draft him, or you got to draft
Knipple?
Yeah. Who you drafting?
I would draft Carter Bryant. If those are my two options. But I'm also going to say this, and I don't feel like this about a lot of players. Again, it's only like Jeremy Sohan. I feel so weird about this pick that I'm gonna be mad if somebody else draft him. Like, I'm gonna be like that's how, like, if let's say if like the Pelicans pass on him at 7 and somebody else draft him at 8, I'm gonna be like, y'all stupid ass draft this dude. Like that's how conflicted I am. I'm gonna be mad on the behalf of that fan base. But I do see a world where, again, he had a very long career, develops a 3-point shot or corner three, and becomes a fringe starter. But I don't think I just never seen nobody come out the basement like that, bro, and average 15 to 20 points. I just never seen it.
You know, the frustrating thing about watching this film was he got all the makings of having the game. Like he could literally be like defensively Dyson Daniels, but better offense. And
Bigger,
it's like,
stronger.
yeah, like he has all the makings to be something. What? I don't know. Go ahead, Ivory. My bad.
No, I was just gonna say, I lost my point, man. I forgot.
Well, I was saying, we was all saying about how he could have a long, promising career. Like it's not. There's stories like this that kind of like to me. He seems like a person who's like a team favorite. Sounds very articulate. People, they love the fairy tale story. This guy averaged 6 points in college and 30 teams passed on him. It was the like it was so weird like that.
Mm-hmm.
29 teams passed up, but
I remember what I was gonna say. Like when I'm watching a player, in addition to highlights, I like to watch game film. But Lito, also, I watched that interview that you showed, and I like to hear how they think, how they perceive themselves. And man, this kid, the way he spoke in that interview and talk about how great he plans on being in the league, he sold me, bro. I'm not gonna even lie to you. He sold me. Like the way he speaks, you can put that in front of the media, and not expect to be embarrassed. Like he has that like Grant Hill, that like Shane Battier type approach to his interview and the words and how he articulated himself.
Yeah.
He said he was going to be one of the best players in the NBA.
He said that.
He said that.
Some of them players you name, Tyrese Halliburton ain't gonna be able to keep him all by himself.
All right, man.
I'm perplexed. I feel like I'm being scammed some kind of way. Like this just don't make sense. Do we have any film of his high school basketball? Because now I gotta go see it. Now I'm intrigued. I gotta go see it.
Yeah, like because what players with all the other film breakdowns we've done, I could definitely say I don't like this guy. I like this guy. Like this guy sucks. This guy's good. Like Carter, I don't fucking know. I have no idea.
This guy's an enigma.
I mean, there's a play I saw. I was like, that looks like Michael Porter Jr. And then there was another play. Well, defensively, I saw Dyson Daniels, but then he's standing in the corner, and his shot looked a little weird. It gave me like, oh Jesus, it gives me a shot that needs to be sped up. So fired up promotion.
Man, this some things are boom or bust. This seems like if there's a lesser version of bust or a lesser version of boom, like pachoon. This seems like pachoon or bust. I think it's all about where you draft them. If you draft them at 14, 15, cool, whatever. Like you can't lose. If you draft them top 10, I think that's when it starts looking a little crazy. But
in this draft, I don't think so.
That's the point, right? This draft is so weird. Like no one's really standing out aside from the top two guys that you couldn't really curse a motherfucker out for taking this risk. I would just have to trust that you've been watching this dude since he was in middle school and you really know what he's capable of. And Arizona was just the wrong place for him. The coach hated him. It's something he played the whole season. He was sick. Like
this is not the college guy, dog. He's shooting. I mean, he's shooting dribble pull-ups. Like, you know what I'm saying? Now he's in the post.
Is that a prestigious high school he played for? Like the level of competition was like.
I don't know about this high school, I know he went to Centennial, and Centennial is a solid high school. His senior went to Centennial his senior year.
See,
Oh
this
Hey,
is
man.
Oh, this is
hey,
Centennial. This is Centennial. So yeah,
this is scary, boy. This is scary because I just don't have. It's you really can't form a real opinion on dude because it's almost like he was in. It's almost like you never saw him play in college.
he wasn't. It didn't look like he was interested, bro. Like he just
he's
did not.
playing. Well, in high school, he think he Kevin Durant.
Yeah,
So
he do.
I
He looked like the
mean,
tallest player on the
Are
court.
we
Also,
sure? Are we sure he not though? That's the thing. Like I don't know.
I'm pretty sure. Now, I might not be sure about a lot, but I'm pretty sure that there would have been some signs at this point. Because, all right, watch out, little bitch.
I don't like it.
Oh, watch out, little
I
bitch.
don't like his handle, even in high school.
It looked too slow and sloppy. Pause.
Yeah.
Slow
Hey,
it,
man, listen.
slow it, like unrefined.
This is very unrefined.
Doing a
Let's
little
do
more
it.
digging. McDonald's All-American Carter Bryant used to be in the gym with Kawhi Leonard when he was 5 years old. Listen, man, look, run up to the podium at 7, man, and hand him that card. That's
No,
it,
what?
Carter
I
Bryant,
swear,
man.
that's the only thought I had. I was like, I didn't see Kawhi played at Georgia, right?
No,
he
Kawhi
played
and a
in
Cali
San
guy.
Diego State.
San Diego
Yeah.
State.
I didn't
yeah.
see Kawhi there, but did Kawhi average 6 points?
He averaged like a double. I think both
Yeah.
years or something like that. I think but he also played about 31 minutes a night, 30 minutes a night.
Okay. So based on the averages, if the dude played was 19 plus 19, if he played 38 minutes,
That's tough.
he would average
Look,
12.
About 13 points a
no,
game.
look. I'm about to say, Chaz. I looked up. I was so curious. I looked up Carter's per 40.
Oh,
40 minutes. Or
10
14
points.
14
come on,
points.
Chris.
14 points is his average per 40 minutes. But look, Carter Bryant, like if you a Carter Bryant PR, you won. I ain't never said
The fact you in the conversation, you got to think he's going to be Scotty Barnes. If you drafted him, you got to say, look, Pascal Siakam, Scotty Barnes, he got the measurables, he got the athleticism. All he needed, he would be perfect for the Raptors because this is what they specialize in. Dudes like this, like these larger athletes who not necessarily super skilled, but they got like some of the physical tangibles, and you just put them in their system and they can refine them. I think that's the lottery team I could see him going to.
Bro,
That would make sense.
He averaged 22, 13, 4 assists, 2.9 blocks, and 1.6 steals.
Where?
In high school.
Lito, let me ask you something.
What's up?
If you had to pick him or you had to pick Jaku and you couldn't pick nobody else.
Oh,
I'm picking Carter Bryant, bro.
I'm picking Carter Bryant.
Yeah, easy.
Yeah, I'm picking Carter Bryant.
Easy.
That says more about them than what they do. Because I don't know what it says about Carter Bryant. I just know it says a lot about them. Like fuck that.
Ivory. If you had to pick him or you had to pick
Malawak.
Danny Wolf.
Nah, I ain't gonna. Nah, let's say him or Reynard.
Oh,
one of your favorites.
For the Pelicans?
Yeah.
Give me Reno.
Okay, all right. Okay, I just wanted to see how much of a fan you were.
See, because that's the thing.
It was tough though. If there was no Trey Murphy, it was tough.
Oh, shit.
I ain't gonna lie, dog. I would even think about Edgecombe because like certain guys, I'm just not a fan of their games and even like their best case scenario comps. So I would be like, but the 6 points is just that's unreasonable. Like that's like what the fuck? Like would you on like academic scholarship? Like this I'm trying to understand. It's 19. Nah. Something happened. What the fuck? Nah, dog. It did like he gained a lot of weight in college. It like he gained a lot of weight. Maybe that affected his game some, but nah.
Well, look, That's pretty much it. This show was supposed to be 20 minutes, y'all. By the time
Yeah.
you see it, was supposed to be 20 minutes. Carter Bryant, PR team, you won. You the reason that this show
Yeah,
is 50
you
minutes.
won.
Never been so confused, and I still can't tell you what the Pelicans should do, but I'm interested. We gonna get up out of here. Y'all tell us in the comments what y'all think about Carter Bryant. Are you as confused, as perplexed as we are? Shout out to the good people at John Deere, all the folks that support us here. Scott Vicknair, they fight for the win. Theo's Pizza. I mean, you name it, we got it over here. For Ivory, for Chaz. Look at Ivory looking, y'all. He still don't know what to do. But for Ivory, for Chaz, for my dog Lito, for Carter Bryant's PR team and his draft stock through the roof. We'll holler at y'all next time.
He lied. Y'all niggas worship him. Lied.